So, Space Cadets, I just wanted to inform you that it was very important to know how to set up a chessboard. And as you can see in this position, we have all the pieces on their starting squares. And um, when you all set these boards up in person, and I'm sorry I can't be there to help you do that, but you will notice that in person, the pieces are set up tallest to shortest. The king and the queen are the tallest pieces. The bishops are the next tallest pieces. And then the knights are barely taller than the rooks. The rooks are the shortest piece, but the rooks are taller than the pawns. All of the pawns, all of the pawns are very short, and they stand in front of all of the tall pieces. So that's the first part to setting the board up properly. The second part is you always want to have a white square in the right corner. And the third thing to understand is the light square queen goes on her own color, and the light king goes on his own, or goes on the opposite color. The same is true for black. The dark queen goes on the dark square, and the black king goes on the light square. So you always want to put the queens on the same color. That's the simplest way to remember it. And then we also want to put the white pieces where the 1 and the 2 are on the side of the board over here. You see next to those circles, there's a 1 and a 2. And you put black next to the 7 and the 8. So let's clear the board and set it up together. Okay, so the question is, what piece would go right here for white? Because you see, this is where the 1 and the 2 is. So what piece goes right here? The answer is the queen. What piece goes right next to the queen? The king. What goes on either side of the king and the queen? The next tallest piece. Do you know what it is? The bishop. Very good if you got that right. What goes next to the bishops? The knights. And then what goes in the corners? It would be the rook. And then finally, what pieces go right in front of all of the taller chess pieces? The pawns. So it looks just like this. So when you're setting up your board later today, make sure there's a white square in the right corner, the queens are on their own color, and that you arrange the pieces tallest to shortest with the pawns in the front. Very good, Space Cadets. I hope you will never set the board up wrong again, and may the Force be with you, as they say in Star Wars.